Have you ever wondered how trying to become wealthy can strain one's mind? Have you considered some of its evident drawbacks in a world where wealth is often associated with happiness? Join us as we explore this complicated realm of how our minds manage money. This animated summary of Morgan Housel's groundbreaking book delves into the profound realities of pursuing wealth and the unexpected consequences it can have on our lives. Get ready to learn the true price of gaining wealth. Before we begin, like and subscribe if you want to be a millionaire this year. Your behavior with money is often more important than how intelligent you are. Morgan Housel is an economics and behavioral finance graduate who is a financial writer and analyst. The best-selling book, The Psychology of Money, has been translated into 53 languages and has sold over 3 million copies. His writings have had a major influence on people's understanding of the human aspect of money. As he says, financial success is not a hard science. It's a soft skill where your behavior is more important than what you know. In the world of getting better at what you're doing, Skillshare helps you excel in your skills. And guess what? This video is brought to you by Skillshare, the coolest place to learn online. Want to try it out? Just click the link in the description for a free trial. It's like stepping into a world of endless learning adventures. But coming back, we hope you get a few main takeaways from this book. Starting with number 1, luck plays a significant role in financial success. Luck can indeed have a big impact on one's financial situation. It frequently shapes things in unexpected ways. For example, consider this situation. Sarah and John are two people who started investing in the stock market at the same time, with comparable sums of money. When it comes to investing, Sarah follows her friend's recommendations and buys a certain company without doing any research. But John carefully considers all of the stocks before choosing one. Now imagine that the business that Sarah invested in sees an unanticipated rise in stock value as a result of unanticipated events, like a game-changing product or an abrupt acquisition. Sarah's investment consequently increases significantly over a brief time, and she makes sizable profits. However, despite his careful study and analysis, John's investment in stocks underperform because of external factors like industry-specific difficulties or a worldwide economic downturn. John's investment portfolio might not produce the same return as Sarah's, despite his best efforts. In this case, Sarah and John's financial success was largely determined by luck. Even though Sarah may not have made the best investment choice due to luck rather than skill or knowledge, it still produced positive results. Morgan Housel delves into the significance of luck in achieving financial success and the psychology of money, highlighting how luck is frequently overlooked or undervalued. With luck, you also need to understand that everything comes with a price tag. But how to tackle this? We do have a solution, so you should stay tuned. According to Housel, investors who accept this influence of luck on their success can become more modest and grounded in reality. He also emphasizes the significance of diversifying your investments and keeping a long-term outlook to be ready for both good and bad luck. The second takeaway is the importance of saving money. Develop a saving mindset. It is an essential component for effective financial management. Your saving rate has a greater impact on building wealth than your income or investment returns. A lot of things can be purchased with money, but nothing is quite as valuable as financial freedom. The difference between your income and ego is what you save. The ability to save money is a talent that must be developed just like any other skill. Consider Emily, a young professional who follows the advice in Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money and carefully sets aside a portion of her monthly salary. Emily's savings protect her from financial strain for when her car breaks down unexpectedly, paying for the repairs without interfering with her larger financial plan. Her dedication to saving not only enables her to overcome unforeseen obstacles, but also gives her the confidence to pursue long-term objectives. Emily established resilience and flexibility by putting off immediate expenditure in the favor of saving, which paves the way for financial independence and peace of mind. In his book, Morgan Housel emphasizes the significance of saving money as an essential component of good financial management. Saving minimizes stress and dependence on debt by acting as a vital safety net for unforeseen costs and emergencies. Additionally, it gives people the ability to become more financially independent and autonomous, giving them the confidence to confidently pursue their long-term objectives. Our third takeaway is that everything has a price. There is a cost for everything, but not all of them are listed on labels. In the world of finance, there is always trade-offs involved in financial decisions. What you don't see is what's risky. Getting the goalposts to stop moving is the hardest financial skill. It costs a little, but is well worth the money to have a financial peace of mind. Housel highlights that when making financial decisions, trade-offs must be made because sometimes the advantages of one option comes at the expense of another. For instance, giving up work-life balance or job satisfaction in order to pursue a higher-paying position may be necessary. Comparably, indulging in luxuries can make you happy in the short term, but they can also work against your long-term financial objectives, such as investing in education or retirement savings. Housel also explores the psychological aspects of decision-making, showing how our perceptions of value can be shaped and our financial behavior affected by emotions, biases, and societal influences. He stresses how crucial it is to comprehend these psychological aspects and keep them in mind when making financial decisions. How much ever we plan, this feeling of never enough is always going to be there. See the latest takeaway in this video and then of course share your thoughts. The idea that everything has a price essentially points out the necessity of giving financial decisions considerable thought and weighing the trade-offs involved. People can make more responsible and knowledgeable decisions that fit with their values, objectives, and overall financial well-being by being aware of the cost and consequences of their choices. Our next takeaway is takeaway number 4, the seduction of pessimism. The expression, the seduction of pessimism, describes the tendency of individuals to gravitate towards adverse narratives or gloomy perspectives, particularly when it comes to money-related issues. Housel draws attention to the fact, in uncertain times, people are drawn to negative perspectives because they offer a sense of security and validation. Because pessimism provides a seemingly rational explanation for potential risk and setbacks, it can be attractive. People who are experiencing financial difficulties, market turbulence, or economic downturns may find it easier to believe negative stories that validate their worries and fears. Because of our innate tendency to focus on threats rather than opportunities, our ancestors were able to survive. This implies that we frequently pay closer attention to the negative voices, especially since setbacks tend to be a more abrupt and dramatic, while progress typically happens gradually. Because tragedies and setbacks happen quickly, it is easier to create compelling stories about them and capture our attention. But in order to envision an optimistic future, we must consider the long term, which can appear less exciting and more unclear. Being aware of our innate tendency towards pessimism can help us balance our viewpoints and give optimism greater consideration going forward. Housel talks about how financial pundits and the media frequently exaggerate negative stories, making bad news seem spectacular and frightening investors. This may cause people to act irrationally or out of fear, which may result in them selling investments during bear markets, or passing up chances for personal development and wealth building. Housel cautions against giving in to pessimism's allure, as it can undermine resilience and long-term financial success. He contends that although accepting risk and being ready for hardship is vital, letting pessimism rule our thoughts can result in lost opportunities and less than ideal results. On the other hand, he is an advocate of reasonable and impartial method of making financial decisions that are based on information, facts, and a practical evaluation of risk and opportunities. And for our final takeaway, number 5, never enough. It's interesting how someone might feel really thrilled about receiving a $2 million bonus until they discover their neighbor received $2,001,001. They might feel awful about it for a very long time. Capitalism works well for generating wealth and inciting envy in others. The desire to outperform others might motivate us to put in extra effort and take on significant tasks. However, constantly evaluating oneself against others might lead to feelings of inadequacy. Striking a balance between the need to succeed and contentment with our circumstances is crucial. Housel looks at how people can get caught up in the cycle of constantly desiring more money, stuff, or prestige because they think that having these outward symbols of success will make them happy and fulfilled. He does, however, stress that this search for enough is fundamentally faulty since it is based more on comparison and outward validation than on inner fulfillment. Furthermore, he talks about how the never enough mentality can result in bad financial habits like overspending, taking unwarranted risk, or putting wealth accumulation ahead of one's well-being and interpersonal relationships. He emphasizes the significance of developing a sense of enoughness for better financial management. As we move towards the end of the investigation into this book, The Psychology of Money, it's clear that pursuing wealth has its own set of difficulties and factors to take into account. And here, investment plays a big role. If you're someone who is interested in knowing about long-term value investments and also about rationality in financial decision-making, Warren Buffett books are the best. Do check out our latest video, Warren Buffett, these 10 books can make you $10K a month, for more info.